Hey, welcome back to Science Fiction Saturday. But basically, we're looking at some G.I. Joe 12-inch figures, and I wanted to introduce something. I just grabbed this from the Dollar Tree, the $1.25 tree. I was hoping these missiles, and I don't know, and that's why I want to try it in front of you guys and let you see how the frustrating process can be, or it may work out fine. But for $1.25, it can't hurt to try. Now, here's the missile that came with mine. It no longer works because it gets stuck. This is the last guy. We're talking about the Mako guy today. Getting him to stand up and getting the missile into frame is impossible. So I don't know, like I was telling somebody about it. It's like, yeah, but the diameters on these things and blah, blah, blah. All right, it slides in freely. It's not getting stuck on it. Like the other one was so tight that the core was sticking to this, and it's just stuck. I mean, it's not going to be pumped out with air. Let's see if this will actually work. Okay, maybe there's something else involved other than just the Nerf missile itself. It might just be that this pump may have a lost seal. Oh, wait, hold on. It feels like it's it appears the weapon's just not going to work like it would have back in the day. So I was hoping this would be a nice little way to do it. All right, so there's the guys so far that we have in the back. And let's look at, you're thinking, wait a minute, have we already talked about the Mako? I did. I got the Mako shark with a different character. This is the Russell head. I think the other one came with the rusty head. Not that the head is rusty, I just give them names. This is the Russell head. He's got the red hair, but he reminds me of a friend back in high school named, no, he wasn't named Crash, it's just that the other guy fell off the table. He looks like Russell from back in high school. This is Operation Mako Shark. Weapon, harpoon, water, underwater, weapon. Let me try that again. Weapon, harpoon, weapon, and underwater gear. Yeah, I knew it wasn't right. All right, so on the back we have the G.I. Joe 2010 and the Adventures of right above it. This is a really interesting series. I finally got all of them. On my birthday, I started collecting these, and thankfully I found some people that got them for about, I would say about $20 to $25 each, which is not bad. I mean, to be honest with you, compared to the stuff nowadays you're paying $25 for, I'd rather go back to old stuff. I've gotten tired of the modern stuff, not just because of tariffs, but I think that overall, you know, there's nothing wrong with this stuff. This was fantastic stuff. This is about 25 years old. This was originally made in 1999, Hasbro, North Carolina. Hasbro Incorporated. I wish I could redo this, but I'm gonna not be able to redo all the little mistakes I made. Here's his information. I've already read this to you one time before. If you go back and check the older ones, there are different heads that come with different, like you can get this character or this set, I guess, with different characters. There's an evil organization, and this group right here is going against them. This is like the whole idea of G.I. Joe Adventure Team, but it is really awesome. I do really dig it. What I want to find out, and I hope this is true, is that this is not going to be sticky. Now, if you remember my other set, this was sticky. It had two sets of flippers in that one because clearly the person was stuffing old stuff into the package. I don't think they ever opened the old package, but I think they were just stuffing old stuff in it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this off the card and get Russell added to our collection with his friends, or I guess teammates more likely. I don't know if they're friends, really. Getting unsealed from the card. Now I know Men in Black, or MIB, is one of the guys out there that is the only other person online that has talked about these. Now he keeps his stuff mint on card, which is probably what MIB stands for, mint in box, but it's that plastic thing will not just stay put. And it's really washed out. I'm sorry, but the lighting in here is just atrocious. I know. I'm trying to get better lighting situation here. Okay, when it comes in a package like this, I've heard that it's better to warm the legs up. Now I have figured this about 25 years old, 20 years old maybe, from the Venom versus Valor series. And when I got him out of storage, now he's been in my collection, his crotch right here broke, and it was like, oh man, if I'd have heated him up first, he wouldn't have had that problem. All right, so you can see wherever the paint on this has gotten, between the rubbery plastic right here and the paint. There's actually no paint on the hands, which is odd because the other one definitely had some. There's some. So the painted silver parts, unfortunately, over time, that will eventually go onto the other one. Here's his headgear. Here's his knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. All right, picking him up. Oh, thank goodness. His gear is it's not as sticky. It's a little on the sticky side, but it's manageable. I mean, this is definitely better. The other one, I felt like I was touching like fly paper or the underside of masking tape consistently. This is manageable. Now, this is what I call the Russell head. And not to be confused with Rusty. Rusty and Russ are not the same person. I know I was trying to go with alliterations and not have the same letter twice, but unfortunately, it's too late. I've already ingrained this into my head that this is definitely going to be Russell, or Russ for short. Russ. All right, his flippers are just fine. They're not sticky. All right, so he has several points of articulation. He has the grippy hands and not the Gundam hands, like the Gundam model kits from the 90s, which is probably where they copied it from. I'm a little bit hesitant twisting things ever since I broke one of mine. All right, so we got articulation up here, which is kind of a ball jointed. It's got the hinge going up this much on the armpit, which is ridiculous. It can go around 360 degrees. Unfortunately, I got gear on him, so I can't really do that. We have his head. It's on a ball joint and a rotation joint, but it's really rotating from down here, to be honest with you. He does have rotation, like a ball joint between his chest and his pelvis area. His legs are on a ball joint. They can go out like a full split. He can do a full sit, and he can do just over 90 degrees. And his legs or his feet can be posed for his using his flippers, which is actually one of the few times I really do like, posable feet, me personally. All right, now let's see if I can get the gear on him. And I know I'm going to keep putting this down, so maybe I should aim this down. Maybe it'll be better lighting in the long run, because that light is just really, I got a light behind me. The sun's not quite up yet. I just realized that I didn't have a video for today. I was like, well, you know what? I can go ahead and do this. That's why I'm like, I can't do a second take. I got to get this done. I just want to share with you guys that, and that's why it's one of the ones we've already done. Here's his mask on. Now let's see if I can get these in. Oof, that might be kind of hard. Let me see if I could do one. And the other one under his chin. See, if I put one in, the other one comes out. It's like the whack-a-mole, effect, or the teeter-totter effect. Okay, let me try pushing a little bit. No, it's just coming out too easily. So it is a bad side effect that one goes in, but the other one won't go in. Now you could fix that, because honestly, you don't need two oxygen masks. I wonder if that has something to do with it. They were crisscrossed. Without hair, that little rubber plastic elastic piece it's just not one to stay on. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get it to go in and stay in. I think this rubber I don't know, it's the plastic is either shrunk over time, because it won't, it'll go, that little part will go into the hole right there, but it won't quite. Okay, I could do some super gluing, because every time I try to do that, it's just not going to bend. It doesn't have the elasticity that it had 25 years ago, or maybe actually 27 years ago, if you think about it. So it's not going to really work like I'd want it to. All right, so you do have one more thing. You have a knife that goes into his side right here, if you can get it without cutting his leg off. Okay. And you have the harpoon, and this one has a metal thing on the end. I don't remember the other one having a metal piece. His hands are the grippy hands. Let's see if they have this separated. It doesn't have the separated finger. That's weird. So when they started using these hands, they did come up. The first ones that didn't have their separated finger, which was kind of pointless, because you're going to need it to get his finger onto the trigger. Otherwise, it looks very unnatural. So you got the harpoon weapon. and goes into his hands. So yes, I've finally gotten all of these into my collection, and I will try to get videos out later. Hopefully when I can get outside. Maybe I might skip it for the summer because it's too hot outside. Right now, it's this morning at sunrise, it was 76, 75 degrees, but the humidity was off the scale. My hair frizzed everywhere. I don't even have hair. That's how bad it was. All right. So yes, it's a really awesome figure to own. His swimsuit or his outfit looks really cool. I like the translucent blue. It adds to that futuristic effect that he's from the year 2010, which is, 11 years in the future. And let me know what you named this face for your action figure collection, because again, mine was Russ for this particular head mold and the color hair. I always look at the head mold and color hair. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a really awesome Saturday. And thanks for coming by and just checking out this for today. I have been really super busy lately, so if I stop making videos for a while, don't worry, I'm not going to be gone forever. Plus, doing videos with figures this big is hard to do in confined space. It's easier to do outside. So I'll try to get another one out by next week, but I don't know. I just wanted to not leave you guys hanging. All right, y'all have a super Saturday. And go Joe.